and you're just living in it. Nah, I'm just kidding. But don't mind the mess in my room. I was in the middle of cleaning my room, and then I remembered, let me make this video before the sun goes down and then there's no good lighting. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about the car that comes along with these keys. That is no longer with us. No longer with me. And I just have this as a souvenir, a little reminder of whatever lesson I had to learn with this story. So let me continue with my story, okay? Okay, so basically one day I go to work, and at this time I kind of want to censor some things and not say like what I was thinking or what I'm thinking, but I'm gonna just tell you everything straight up, straightforward. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. Okay? Obviously not gonna be too forward with what I'm thinking because I also don't want to accuse anyone from doing anything. But when I tell you this, when I tell you what I gotta tell you, you're gonna see why I'm acting like this. You're gonna be like, girl, it adds up. You know, okay? But at the same time, maybe my little clues or whatever, because I'm like trying to know, I want to know who the frick did it. And yeah, I think you're probably gonna agree with me, or you might be like, no, you cannot assume that, girl. And okay, I don't want to assume that, but the little information that I have literally is straight to that. I have screenshots of what the frick happened that night. So I worked the midnight shift. A little story behind that is that I have, what is it called? 2 jobs during this time. It was in September. I had 2 jobs, and I was working night shifts almost every day. But this time, I was working a mid shift at my main job, and I couldn't make it to my other job. So I called out at that place and I went to my mid shift. I park where I always park. Usually I would take another car, but this time I would take a Silverado. This time my dad was using the Silverado, so I was like, nah, it's okay, you can keep using it. I'll just use the other car. He had gotten another car, which we all pitched in to pay for it so that way we can have another car because our family's kind of big and we all need some type of transportation, okay? So yeah, my dad got a used car so that we can all have a car, kind of, you know? And when I decided to take that car, I was like, I'll just take that car. It's just this one shift that I have, so I'm gonna go. And I use that car to go to work. I'm at work, and normally I take my breaks. If I took my break in the car, this wouldn't make any difference of my car being stolen or my dad's car being stolen. No matter what, it was still probably gonna be stolen. That's all I gotta say. Because, well, actually, I don't know. Let me tell you though. So I'm working, and it's already the end of my shift. The end of my shift was at 8:30, and I was gonna take my break at 8:15, but or at 8 o'clock. But I was like, no, I have 30 minutes left. I'm not gonna take my break. I know I do that sometimes. I know you're supposed to take a break, but it's just sometimes when I haven't worked in such a long time, like I don't really care for a break. But anyways, that's beside the point. Yeah. So I'm walking to my car already. I clocked out. I'm walking to my car or to the parking lot, and I'm FaceTiming my sister, right? Because I'm talking to my sister. We're always talking on the phone. So I'm talking to my sister, and then I'm like, I look at the car where I parked the car, and I'm like, where is the car? So I look around, like where I normally park before. I look around, I'm like, yeah, I usually park there. It's not there. Maybe I forgot and I parked there. Nope, it's not there. Or did I park over here? Nope, it's not there. It's literally nowhere to be found. And I tell my sister, I'm like, girl, I think they just stole my dad's car. And she goes, what, are you for real? I'm like, yeah, look, girl, like there is no car here. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to call my dad. So I called my dad. I'm like, hey dad, they stole your car. And then he goes, okay, I'll pick you up right now. And I'm like, okay. I wasn't thinking about filing no report. I wasn't thinking about talking to security. You're probably like, why? Why weren't you thinking about all this? Why didn't you want to go tell security and stuff? Honestly, because we already went through something like this where my dad's truck got stolen. And the last time we went to security didn't do shat about it. They just said something like, oh, we can't do anything about it, just call the cops and file a report, and then from there something will happen. We did that, and then the cops took forever to tell us where the freaking car was at, and then by the time we get to the car, it was already dismantled, freaking stripped down. Literally everything was, the car was not in good conditions. Like, it was literally nothing, there was literally nothing left to that car, to that truck. So we were like, yeah, we're not gonna do that again. And my dad had to pay so much money just to go see it, to go see if that was his car in the towing place. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, he paid so much money to go check that out, and then they wanted him to pay money because he had the car there. Bitch, what the heck? There's nothing left to this car. What are you trying to make me pay for? So we didn't want to do that again, right? Or my dad kind of didn't want to, and I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about security. I was like, I kind of like normalized the car getting stolen. I don't know why, but I did. And then I go into the break room, right? My dad's like, okay, just go wait for me in the store. I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it. I wasn't scared. I wasn't afraid. I was just like, dang, another car being stolen. Like, what? Just our luck, you know? Like, what the heck? And then so I'm walking back inside the store, and I see my manager, and I'm like, hey, maybe I should like tell you that I'm not gonna be able to go to work tomorrow because I have no car to go to. To come to work to. I have no car. I have no transportation. They stole my car. He goes, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, literally right now, like when you were working? I'm like, yes, when I was working, the car went bye-bye. And then he goes, okay, well, let's go. Have you talked to security? I was like, no. He goes, what? Let's go talk to them. So he goes, takes me to talk to security. The security guy tells me to show him exactly where I parked. So we walked out there, showed him exactly where I parked. Then he tells me, okay, wait at the Starbucks. I'm going to file a report. I mean, what? He's like, wait at Starbucks. For those of you who don't know, the place I work at has a Starbucks, okay? And Starbucks literally has this big old window where you can see in through it. And I sat there. The security told me, sit there, wait, and I'm gonna go check the footage. I'll check the footage, and if I find anything, by the way, this is a freaking alcohol wipe. He goes, if you don't find any, I mean, bruh, he told me to go sit down and wait while he goes looks at the footage. So he's looking at the footage, right? I'm sitting there, I'm talking to my sister again, right? I'm like, dang, I can't believe this happened. I finally talked to security. I talked to my dad too. I was like, I talked to the security. They're gonna check the footage right now. He's like, okay, let me know whatever happens. And I'm right there waiting for my ride and just talking to my sister. Then I get a phone call. Oh, keep this in mind. All my managers, like 2 managers, know about what's happening to me. You know, like about the car being stolen and stuff. And so I get a phone call. I don't recognize the number. Like the context isn't saved. So I was like, I don't know this number, so I'm not gonna answer. So I kept talking to my sister, and then I was like, wait, what if it's my manager? So I called them back, right? I called the number back, and it was not my manager. The person didn't even answer. Like, what the heck? Then, because the person didn't answer, I get a message. And let me show you what the heck. Just because I don't want to forget. Okay, so I found the message. I'm going to show you a little picture here of what the heck. So, September 20th on a Friday at 9:35. So, this is like a whole hour after I got off. I get a message from this number that I don't know who it is saying Lavette. Literally just says Lavette. And I respond with, yes, who this? Like, who is this, right? Because I thought it was my manager, and I thought he or she was gonna call me, right? And then that's when I get another call. I wish I had the call logs, but that was a long time ago. Like I said, it was in September. I get a phone call. This is where the story gets a little more intense, where I'm like, what in the crack is happening? Like, what? It's the weird stuff. The weird stuff starts to happen. So I'm in the phone call, right? I hung up on my sister. I'm like, hold on, the phone number is calling me again. Let me answer. And so I'm on the phone, right? And I'm like, hello? And then the guy who answers, it was a guy, by the way. The guy who answers talks to me full on Spanish, and he goes, hola, Lubet. Knowing my name. Who the? Oh, wait. I literally said, yes. Wait, he knows my name. Okay, look. He knows my name, and he knows that the car is stolen. How do I know? He starts the conversation like this. Hola, Lubet. ¿Te robaron el carro? He goes, hi, Leve. Did they steal your car? Bitch, how the heck do you know that my car got stolen? The only people that know is at this point, at this part of the story, the only person that knew about my car being stolen was my dad, my mom, and my sister. And I think her boyfriend, I'm not sure. But either way, there were the 4 people who knew. They didn't tell nobody because it's literally happening right now as we speak. Not right now, but like while I was on the phone with the person, right? And the person tells me, what happened? Did they steal your car? I was like, yeah. And then he goes, oh, what happened? Like, did they take you out of the car or what happened? When he said that, in my head, like I was still a little dumb. Obviously, I act dumb all the time. Sometimes I act dumb, sometimes I am dumb, and sometimes I just play dumb that I forget that I'm playing dumb. Okay?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So yeah, this guy, I'm right there laughing with the guy on the phone. If I was in a scary movie, I'd be the first one dead, bruh. Anyways, I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's not what happened. No, they didn't take me out of the car because I was like, bro, what the heck? The one thing that came to mind was the freaking video game.
But wait, it belongs to my mom.
Wait, this is America. I have rights.
And so then I was like, no. I was just laughing in my head, right? I was laughing with the guy. We're speaking Spanish, right? Because the guy was speaking Spanish to me. And so I was just right there like, no, that's not what happened. I just like got out of work and, you know, I got out of work and I noticed that my car wasn't there anymore. He was asking me some stuff, right? And I was like, wait, who are you?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And then he goes,
you don't know who I am and you're telling me all this information?
bitch, what the fudge? Don't play with me. Just tell me who you are. Like, just tell me. That's all I need to know. And then he goes, he's like laughing, right? And I'm right there like, also laughing with the guy on the phone. And then he goes, well, I'm just giving you a call because someone gave me your phone number and like, I just wanted to talk to you or something like that, right? And I was like, bruh, what? What do you mean? Someone gave you my phone number and you just want to talk to me? But how do you know that the car got stolen? And who gave you my phone number? When he said someone gave me your phone number, I was like, who the frick gave you your phone number? And who are you, right? And then he goes, well, I actually work with you. I work with you and someone at work gave me your phone number. Let me tell you something. During this time, nobody in the 2 jobs that I work at have my phone number. Nobody. No one has my phone number, so who could it be? But wait, there's one more thing I need to tell you. There was one person who had my phone number. So when he said, I work with you and someone at work gave me your phone number. And this is when I was like, you know what? We got him. We freaking got him. There was only one person I can think of who had my phone number, right? Tell me. You tell me. If you didn't give anyone your phone number, no one at those 2 jobs have your phone number, and you gave one person your phone number, and all of a sudden this thing happens where someone calls you, knows your name. How did you get my number? Knows your name and knows that the car got stolen? Bruh, what? So I'm right there like, Okay, who gave you my phone number? Or like, who? And he wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't tell me. He would just tell me, oh, someone, oh, someone, oh, I'm just someone, oh, I'm just someone. I know you're someone, but who are you? I'm sorry, I'm a little but yeah. After that, I'm right there like, okay, he's not telling me who he is. So I'm just right there. He even said this when I asked him, okay, but who are you? And like, I don't know how many times I've asked him. And he goes,
You don't recognize my voice?
dude, stop playing games with me and tell me who you are. Tell me who gave you my phone number. Like, what the heck? You don't recognize my voice? And I'm right there. Okay, in my head, I'm thinking all seriousness, but the things that come out of my mouth are not serious. I tell him, no, I don't recognize your voice. I'm still laughing with the guy. But obviously, this time I'm getting a little bit more nervous and a little bit more like paranoid and scared because I'm by myself still. My parents aren't here yet. And I'm just right there like, you know? And then the security guard is still checking the footage because he has to check it from the time I clocked in to the time I'm off because we don't know when the car got stolen. So I'm right there waiting on the phone with this weird guy who won't tell me who he is, who gave him my phone number or anything, and just playing straight up games with me. And then I'm right there like this. And I'm just like, no, I don't know who you are. And then he goes,
Well, do you want your car back?
in my head, I was like, what the frick? Obviously. And I didn't know what to say. So I was just like this, right? And he goes,
Why are you turning red? I can see you. I can see you from here.
do you remember how I said that at the Starbucks, there's this big old glass window where everyone, where everyone from the outside can see you? So I got scared and I hung up. And then here's the rest of that message. When I hung up, he texted me saying, did you hang up on me? Bitch, yes, obviously. I said yes, but typo, you know? So I had to say it again. I said yes. And he said, why? I just wanted to give you a ride. That part trips me out so much because like, what do you mean you just wanted to give me a ride?